Good morning, everyone. It's Barb. I'm sorry, I just had to tell you who I was again. I'm trying to start new habits. You are not going to believe what happened. I had prearranged this to start at 9 a.m. Mountain Time every day for these next few days while I'm going through this challenge. And somehow Facebook erased everything. I mean, I had events set up, I've invited some of you to that. I'm gonna, and I can see it popping up on my uh, profile. I can see the notifications from Facebook. Let's see. Actually, I can. Let me. I can't actually. Sorry to be stuttering. This is just the first day of my new adventure. I've got the corgi kids finally calmed down. Naturally, I'm actually my husband has is with my brother today, and so I'm home alone for this hour. And anything can happen behind the scenes. And this particular overlay I'm using to chat with you on right now, I'm bringing attention that I am only on screen via audio, and the sound waves are popping that I'm actually saying something. If I go to share a screen with you, it will come into the center of that image instead of separating it, making it separate. And I am very curious. I'm going to try and present my Facebook screen just to see what happens, because I'll probably have to turn that off very quickly, because I think it's a little bit of a flaw here, if I'm not mistaken. So this particular application that I'm using, I was one of the very first people, among the first people to use that. So let me see what it shows. Yep, in my studio. Do you see that? I have to take it off, and then you can see both of us. So that really shouldn't be that way, because the stream, you can still see that I am, I'm going to check here. Yeah, let's just see what happens here. Okay, so it goes back to, so that was new since the last time I went on via audio. And let me just see here if in sharing this way, we have so many options, but you can see that I can't have any background with my audio when I'm doing this. Now that's something I'm going to have to take some screenshots of and let the developers know, because that's bad. We should be able to have a brand as an audio, because see, if I put this overlay on, it's not going to be on my audio. It's going to be on the, look at this. Yep. So that's a bad thing. And of course, then I have a frame around it. You can see that's fine there, but, and I also don't have multi-colored backgrounds with this particular application. There needs to be something done about that. And anyhow, let me see how this set up, because it was just crazy. I know that there were events set up. I'm going to take you in because I know my friends in this particular group. This is a group that actually brought me back to Facebook, and it was initially titled BTS Live because that stood for behind the scenes. And basically that's the experience with you, what you have with me when I appear on video each time. And I'm almost positive I shared the fact that I was going to be, nope, it's not even there. It's totally erased. Wow. That is crazy. I know I shared a post about it. I know I'm getting old, but I got to tell you, I know it was there. So let's now go back to my profile. And I mean, I did, you can see that, let me look here. See here, my corporation. I actually have screenshots from the setup. So this is bizarre. I did not go in the studio and erase it, because you can see I have particular pages here. My Balloon Talk Live page. I'm in the studio by myself. You're welcome to join me if you've joined my Barbi Live behind the scenes group. Let's see. So I've come back in the studio, and yes, you can see what I'm seeing, so that's good. But my Balloon Talk Live Facebook page is featuring this live right now, as well as Westward Connections, my corporate page. And I've got those notifications very swiftly. These obviously are friends of mine, people who have responded to things let me take that off so you don't have to see that again. As far as my daily habits go, one of the things I do when I come on is check the birthdays. My friend Linda Sunshine West and a couple of other friends have birthdays today, but I do that, take advantage of that with the Facebook app to wish them a happy birthday. And if we're looking here, I just want to see, this is going to be interesting because this is my Barbie Live page. It's streaming on there. It shows I'm live. And of course, we're viewing it as me today. Let's see what happened yesterday. No. Yesterday wasn't. No, this is yesterday, and this is when I was live yesterday, but there was no event there. Let me check the event part. Let me just check that real quick. It does show it set up. Okay, now we have no idea what's going to happen when I press this, but we're going to find out. Look at that. Is it showing me there? It actually, it went back to the Wednesday event. Oh, I'm sorry. Doggone it. I'm so shook up this morning. My kids didn't, my Lady Guinevere is totally freaked out that Gary's not here today. He made, that's my husband down there. He made 2 trips. We'll go back to my home here. We'll check that again real quick. So it's not showing up, but I'll tell you that how I know that I did that is simply because we'll come back here. How I know that I actually did that was that every time I set up an event, I have on Notepad, I have a Notepad, a text file, open, and I put the link to that event and to the studio here in that, along with the description. And believe it or not, I have proof I did that. So this is absolutely amazing. I wonder what happened on YouTube, because Facebook doesn't control YouTube. So if YouTube, it was canceled, it had to be canceled from the StreamYard app, which of course, that's a mystery as to what happened there. I'm gonna remove that. Let me stop sharing that screen. I'm actually going to share with you what I did this morning, and in order to as far as my daily habits go, better late than never, I am here. I told you I'd be here live every single day for at least 21 days, and I'm supposed to be live at 9 a.m. and I'll stick around until around 10, unless I just get tired of blabbing. If you want to join me, you're more than welcome to join me, but I need to know, because we have bad players out there, I absolutely need to know first that you're real. And so I ask that you join my Barbie Live Facebook group. And so you can just use the search tab to get there. Otherwise, I do have an event I normally put, I've had up here today. I had to improvise and jump in just to make sure that the show went on. But the next thing that I did is I went to ChatGPT, and I was telling you about my adventures there. And actually, later this morning at 11 a.m., I'm joining my friend, longtime friend, Madeline Sklar, on her AI shortcuts live session, and that should be on my profile too. Now, this is scary. This particular application that we use, we can actually stream live to our audiences from there. We can stream up to 2 of them. And so I set, for it to stream live to my Facebook profile and to my YouTube account. So we will have to see if that's still set up. That's going to be a mystery too. But I'll be done here so I can troubleshoot that before the 11 a.m. hour in New Mexico comes up. Let me check now. I'm going to change my. I'll either take that. Hold on just 1 minute, because we know in order to show you that, I have to, I'm going to change my background here to this right now. And we're going to see what happens when I present that particular screen on. And this is my first thing with ChatGPT this morning. How do you like my new avatar today? Let me just go back into the studio. And let's see, I'll bring this down. I created this chat with ChatGPT because I needed to change my avatar each day. And today it's warmer. We're actually supposed to have record heat today here in New Mexico. And so I wanted to have, I usually start out with my long sleeve. They're thin, but polyester cotton long sleeve t-shirts. And so I told it was very simple. I jumped in and I said, please change my sweater to a long sleeve v-neck cotton polyester blue t-shirt rendering in a square format to use on my profile today. So, I wasn't really, you can tell by that prompt, it's more of a personal relationship with ChatGPT. And obviously I said, thank you so much. I'll come back to this chat to change my top every day over the next week, if it's okay with you. I have a new adventure starting today. And I actually put in there, I have a new adventure starting today, just to see if it picked up on that and, would ask me about it or anything. And it said, you are very welcome, Barb. And yes, that's perfectly okay with me. I'll be happy to help you change the top every day. Just come back to this chat and tell me something like, change today's top to a red cardigan. Make it a turquoise Southwest blouse. Now see, switch to black turtleneck. Today I want a balloon theme shirt. So it's conversational. It's not down to where I have to use these exact words and still have positive results. And yes, I do have coffee. And taking a sip as I'm talking to you, and you, if you caught that little blip, I spilled it. So I can keep the same portrait and face and simply change the clothing, style, or theme for each day. And I do want to make sure, because I'm here by myself, are you seeing what's in the studio? You are. And let me see if this, you can see more. Nope, that's less. We'll just switch to this one, and then you can see both of us, and you can see that my avatar is, there's actually sound module waves coming out from my personal avatar today. So I'm just a little bit discombobulated because I know that I'm totally responsible for my corgis and me throughout this whole day. And with my health story being what it is definitely going to be an adventure. But we've got this. I'm sure that we do. And let's see here. I'm going to go back so that I know you can see the screen. I promised you this to share my chat with you. It's the very first one. I get pretty heavy in my chats. So here it says, if you'd like, we can even change Create a daily Barb profile series, such as Monday, professional blazer or elegant sweater, Tuesday, a ballooning theme. So this is how it knows me from all the conversations that I've had with it from the past. Thursday, a casual cotton tee. Friday, a live stream host look. And then this is going to be interesting. Okay, stop, Barb. Don't give away your secret. Okay, Saturday is a fun, colorful style, and Sunday is a soft, relaxed sweater. It will make your followers notice that your profile changes every day, which is actually a very clever social media strategy. And that's just in the last hour, I was in my TJ Walker student community with some awesome friends of mine helping our students with tips on making their live streams better. They're learning how to communicate through online video, and it's so much fun. And we talked about this earlier about what Facebook is doing. And it's really important that you make an effort to change your Facebook profile image regularly, as well as your Facebook profile cover regularly. And I've tried to do that. Some days I miss, but it's so much easier to do with ChatGPT. So now you can see it was early in the morning. I had probably 1 cup of coffee at that point, and I mistyped live stream, but I said, oh my, what does the live stream host image of me look like? And it immediately created this image, the one that I'm sharing with you today. It even made my, you could see when I put the overlay on earlier, I had the pink and the lavender purple colors on it, and that's what it pulled. I just thought that was so hilarious. And so all I said was, wow. And it immediately responded, I'm glad you like it, Barb. That live stream host look works beautifully for you. The headphones or microphones give the image an instant broadcaster vibe, like you're about to welcome viewers to a show. It fits especially well with your work in live streaming discussions, community hosting, interviews, ballooning event coverage, and your Friday Q&A sessions. Revealing some of my secrets, are we? So images like this are powerful because they signal authority and approachability at the same time. People instantly recognize you as someone who hosts conversations and leads a community. If you'd like, we can also create a whole set of live stream host variations for different uses. Possible versions. Podcast host Barb. Well, I've been talking a lot about podcasting lately, and so I'm sure that's why it came up. But it says microphone and studio lights. That's what you got today, pretty much. Balloon Talk Live host. Balloons in the background. Community builder Barb. Laptop and live stream setup. And of course, every day I talk about coffee. My morning coffee chat host, mug and cozy studio lighting. We'll have to see what all of these look like. And the interview mode, second microphone for a guest. These could become profile images, thumbnails, or channel art for your live stream projects. And I have to say, this image really captures Barb the broadcaster. Are you kidding me? Whenever you're ready, we can generate your day 2 profile outfit tomorrow. Well, of course, I don't really have to wait tomorrow. If I wanted to give it a command in this particular chat right now, all I would have to do is drop it in here. I can change the tone of my speaking to it. I have all these options I'm using, and I can do that. I usually want to come across as confident. I think you'll pick that up from me. And whether I'm conversational or expository is my other way that my other favorite writing style when I'm actually doing research. And so I can set that and ask it anything more within that same chat, or I can start a new one. So I'm going to check just to see if things are showing up today. Oh, this is my friend Dee. She's been friends with me since, probably 2012 or so. It says, for those of you who think AI is the greatest thing since sliced bread, metaphorically speaking, I have found it to be incredibly annoying. Oh dear. Well, I probably upset her day if she came across me right now. You can see that the westward connections from my company came through on my profile. And here is things on my profile are all public. You can see that from the Albuquerque event group that I have joined. I am based here in Albuquerque again. And this is actually Sandia Consultants, run by Sandia Consultants, and has, you see Ryan is in there. Ryan Parrott is the one who is behind that company, and he is welcoming all of us to or reminding all of us that today, traditionally online and media, is Throwback Thursday. And so I always make sure that I stop in that group every day. And I just saw that I wasn't sharing that one. I was sharing that screen. I was still sharing the sweater scene, and I'm very sorry about that. I am, you never know what's going to happen with me. I am doing my best in trying to get my act together for the day. I woke up this morning dealing with lots of challenges. Like I said, my corgi, Lady Guinevere, my female corgi, she sensed that my husband was going to go out and not come back right away. And she was wondering if she's going to be fed on time. I know that. And whereas my male corgi, King Arthur, he was all in protection mode, had to protect Barb and Lady Guinevere. And so he was just, until I sat down here at the computer, and he knows that when I sit at the computer, that I'm going to be there a while so he can sleep or, do whatever mischief he's up to. But the one thing Barbie did this morning is I knew this was going to be a traumatic day for them, so I gave them a calming pill that I picked up off of Amazon for them, and they're very expensive actually. And I gave them both that, so perhaps when I get through here, they'll be sleeping away. Now, let me go back. Let's see. I'm on here. So these are notifications. So nothing on the live streaming though. This is incredible. Well, I think what I should do today is keep it short because of the fact that I'm having all of these particular issues. And so I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I'll put my fancy overlay on and see, you can see how my pink top matches the pink on my overlay. But what should happen, this is the geeky Barb, what should happen when I'm here by myself and I bring in a screen share or another, let's say I have a guest on. Yes, again, you can be a guest, you just have to join that group, is the fact that this background that you see with me belongs to me and not the background for the whole scene. So that should be controllable, and that is something I will let the developers know about. And down, you can't see inside my studio right now as I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you from the studio, but you can see the banner that's running below. Shows you that I'm on audio and I'm chatting with ChatGPT and inviting you to join my community on School. And I'm using a referral link, barbt.com/school. If you've never been on School before, it's called an affiliate link. It actually tracks that. And then also the application that I'm using, and that is also an affiliate link. So it's very important that when you're online to make sure you credit the destinations appropriately, because you could get yourself in a lot of trouble if you don't. I am what I like to call, and this is before the application was developed, just blabbing away here. Learned that term from my UK partner back in the 1990s when, it's like, focus, Barb, focus. And I just, I was like, I was nervous and I was just chatting away. Yes, you're probably wondering, I wonder if she talked in the closet when she was little. Absolutely. Did that? No. No question about it. I see that I actually have a comment here from my buddy Nick Wood. He's a fella I live stream with every week as well on Tuesdays, and he's also on school, has a community there, as well as here on Facebook. So at least I know that one of my friends stopped by. I'm here. But this has been an incredible Thursday. Now, before I leave, before I cut this stream, I want you to know that Thursday is one of my favorite days online. It's always been my busiest since the 1990s, believe it or not. But I could always count on lots happening on Thursdays. And when Facebook came along, they said, we're going to devote Thursdays to throwback, things from the past, share your stories from the past, your images, and to generate conversation. And of course, think back from the 90s, of course I had a past back then. But now let's fast forward to 2026, and wow, what a story I have. But the common connecting point of all my stories online is ballooning, hot air and gas ballooning. And that's because when I came online for the first time, I was here at my home in Albuquerque, New Mexico, USA. And it is really, to this day, where the most spectacular ballooning event of the year is held. And it draws audiences and pilots and crew members from all over the world to attend. So that means that when they come in, they're not coming from the same time zone I'm in, and anything can happen because they're trying to adjust to what's going on. And I'm just so grateful to have been here all this time and to be able to participate in all the technology changes so that I can be here with you every single day. Now, tomorrow, I'm going to set the event up again. My coffee time with you tomorrow, I'm going to set that up again before this day is over. I have no idea why the 319 event disappeared. I don't. And I did check yesterday before going off, and I will say, you can hear King Arthur. He's one. King, now be quiet. No talking. He's wondering, where is Gary? He's here, and he's not going to be here today. So I'm on for some more interesting adventures with the Corgi kids. And I'm going to go take care of them now, and I will catch you all tomorrow morning. And I hope you have an absolutely awesome day. Thanks for tuning in. Bye now.